Hi guys, this is Jen from graceandcolor.com, and I'm here today with a short video showing you how you can add tip-ins to your books. You can add them to planners, journals, books of any kind. I've shown a little bit about this in the free course that's on the website called Journal in 7. And if you want some more details on other ways to prettify your books and journals, please check that course out. And you can register for it for free. But today I'm just going to briefly show you how you can add tip-ins. So this is the planner that I'm going to be using in 2017. This is from a company called Bando, B-A-N.D-O. I like this planner for a couple of reasons. It's very bright, obviously. It's fun. There are a lot of fun graphics in it. Each month just has a lot of color. And I really like that. My favorite part of it though is if you look at the weekly spreads, they are pretty much just white space, okay? And for that, I love white space because I love to journal in my planners. I plan to use this as a journal, as a planner for my to-do list, both personal and for the blog, and I hope to incorporate in there some of my Bible study, faith journaling, scripture memorization, things like that, kind of all in here. So this will be my primary planner. I tend to have lots of planners rolling at one time, but I have to have a hub, and this I'm going to be using as my hub this year. In order for it to be a true hub for me, it needs to have a little extra art that I've created. And so that's what I've done, and I'm going to put that in today and show you how to do that. The one thing about this planner, just completely side note, I don't love these tabs, okay? I don't love the fact that they're flush. I know some people do like that, but it's hard for me to get to the pages. It really has a lot of, I don't know. I just like being able to flip quicker. So I will probably add more tabs to these that stick out some. So if you ever see it in other videos and it has sticking out tabs, you'll know that it was me that did it. Okay, so basically, let me show you what you can do. And this is not just for this planner. This is for any book at all. So let's just pick a page. This is a piece of digital art that I created. I used a kit from an artist named Rebecca McNean. She is currently selling her digital art at a digital store called the Lily Pad, and I will make sure you have a link to all of that. Her art is just beautiful, and all I did was open a Photoshop file, and I put it kind of together, and I added the scripture myself. So at some point, if you do not know how to do this, I'll be glad to do a tutorial on showing you how to create some of this. If you do, then you know how relatively easy that it is to create. But you do not have to use, obviously, this to tip in. This can be any cardstock. It can be any paper, actually. And see, I just left the back blank because I'm going to write on that. It can be any cards, anything that you want to add extra writing room in your book or journal or planner in my case. So, all right, here's what we do to tip it in, all right? Now, this is going to be a little anticlimactic because it's so simple, but I want to show you. So this is the other problem with this particular planner is that there's cutouts for the months. Again, it's that whole flush tab thing, but I can work around that, okay? So here's what I do. The easiest way I have found to add these in, okay, I'm using washi tape. I love washi tape. If you've been in any of my classes, you know that I do. Because it's basically easy to stick and re-stick. This particular washi tape, I think it came from the Planner Society online, and I'm pretty sure that that's where this came from. But you can get this anywhere. You can get these at Michael's or any craft store or Target or just any place like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting it on. So I'm going to want the tip-in to be open this way, right? Because I want this to be here, and I want it to open for more journaling space. And so I'm going to start like this. I want to make sure that I personally want the November to stay. I don't know why. It's just kind of I don't want it to be halfway covered. So I'm only going to want my tape to go down to about right here. Okay, because I don't obviously want to cover, to go beyond there. Okay, so basically, I'm going to put my washi tape on here, half of it on here, about half, does not have to be exact. Another neat thing about washi tape is it's very easy to tear, so you don't need scissors for it, which makes it kind of nice. So I just put about half. I actually didn't get it half, as you can see, but it doesn't really matter. If I'm really, really worried about that, if that bothers me, I can just pull it right up. See how easy that is? And I can repeat the process and get it on there a little bit more straight. So how about that? I'm not good at straight. Okay, so that's what that is. And then basically I'm just going to take it and I'm also going to put it on here. Now, the other thing I want to make sure of is that I leave just a tiny bit of space between so it'll easily fold. Okay, so basically I'm just going to layer it on there just like so. Okay, easy breezy. And if you notice on this side, there's a little space between. That makes it easy to fold over. Now, the second part of this process is just really super easy because all I'm going to do at this point is cover this side with another piece of washi tape. I'm using the same one, although you can certainly use different if you want. I'm basically just going to cover it like this. I already have it placed in there. I just have to cover it and put it in there like that. So now I have, not only do I have pretty border here, pretty tape, now I actually have an extra piece of paper. Let's put it out like that. Just use my fingernails to get that down. I actually have an extra piece of paper. In this case, it's cardstock. It's got my art on the front. It has a scripture verse right there so that I can just be reminded of that. I can quickly memorize that. I'll be seeing it throughout this entire week. And then on the other side, I have more room to write. So I can choose to put to-do list over here. Maybe these are things I don't want in the planner permanently forever. Maybe this is something that I want to do personal journaling that I want to get rid of because this obviously is easy to come up. Maybe these are a specific, like you want to do sermon notes over here, for example. I did that in one of my planners that I absolutely love. I tipped in art every week, and on the other side I wrote my sermon notes for the week. Maybe you want to do your kids' schedule here and your schedule here. It really is endless. It's endless, the possibilities. But now you know kind of how to do it. So if you hear anybody say that they're making tip-ins or they're using tip-ins, you know exactly what that means. It means they are literally tipping in an extra page. And if you really want to, you can just keep tipping and tipping and tipping and make this layer out as far as you want. Okay, and I'll show you some examples of that at some point as well. But this gives you kind of an idea of some things that you can do with your extra cardstock or ways to use your art. And it's easy breezy, and I would love to see if you do this and how you do it. And if you know of a better way to do it, please don't hesitate to let me know, or a different way, because I'm always looking forward to finding different ways to do things. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for watching.